Hi, this is Mohammed, and for P6 of this assignment, I will be talking about certain things like configuration of the software to meet the end user's needs and requirements, hand over to the customer or end user, customer user acceptance, back out if of system if required, product registration, benefits of registering the software, licensing and constructual implications, use of dongles to ensure legality of the software. So, first of all, for the configuration bit, when you install a software, you have a software for a certain user, you would need to kind of see what they're looking for and what they need in that software, so you could just configure things around to make sure that it meets with their needs. And it's really important to do so, because other than that, it could be useless otherwise to the end user, instead of actually them using it for the thing that they need it for. And yeah, after everything is configured and everything is set for the user to just go ahead and just start using it straight away, uh, you would hand over the software to the user or to the client. And it's pretty much like a easy, it doesn't require a lot. You would just take the software, have a meeting with the client, tell them, look, this is the software and this is how to use it. Like, they would have training on how to use it and all that, so to see if it all goes well. Then at that point, the client would look at it, and then they would say if they would want it, or they would want something different, or they would does not accept it at all. And this is where it brings us to the user's acceptance, because if they don't accept it or they don't validate it, pretty much you just have to redo it or find another way around it. Right, so next, the backout, as I shown in other P4 and P5. In case of a backout, you would have to have a plan on how to do so with the least problems related, like losing data or something like that. So there has to be a backup or something like this. Instead, you just want to cancel the whole process, because let's say if you're having a software for, let's say, a bank or a company or something like that, and you want to switch the whole system around, so it's like a whole OS or a whole bespoke software, then they would need a way to back out and have their data safe in case they don't want to use that anymore, or in case something goes wrong. So yeah, project registration. So once you install that certain software, you would have to register it, and like have a product key or something like that, in case, like, as it's not a must, but it's better to have it than not have it. Which brings us to the benefits of having a registered software, is that you would get the full capabilities of the software, because there's certain limitations to certain softwares. Let's say like Adobe, if you want to use Adobe and you are not registered, you would only have it for, like, I think 30 or 7 days, and then after that it will just ask you for a product key, or you won't be able to use it. So you would need to kind of like register it in case you want to use it for longer, or certain softwares give you a limited time to use it. Certain software would let you use the software, but it will limit what you can do. Just certain things, specific things that you can do. Everything else will just be under the premium version. So registering a software would be really beneficial, especially for a company or a certain user that would need it for like a business or something like that, because they would kind of need the full benefits of the software if they want to use it, you know, all over. And the license, this is kind of not pretty far from the registration. It's just you should have actually you should have a license to use it. Maybe certain softwares you would have to speak to the company that made the software to kind of get their confirmation to use the software or something like that. So it, like, something along those lines, which means that you kind of have to get a confirmation from the company that you are using their software. But with certain programs, it doesn't really matter. Um, so contractual implications. So within the software that you're going to do, or you're going to make, or you're going to install, um, it has to be within the agreements of the client and the retailer, because if you wanna, or you as a person who installs the software, because there's certain things that maybe you couldn't do or you agree not to do. So if the software breaches that, then you won't be able to use the software, and they cannot really agree to take the software from you, or they won't be able to use it, so you would have to delete it. So pretty much it has to be within the contract that the client signed with the retailer. So yeah, last one is use of dongles to ensure the legality of the software. So first of all, explain what a dongle is. A dongle is a USB flash drive that is linked to a dongle server. It stores the license key, like this license data of a certain software. I'm not sure if they use that anymore, but I think there was programs at the time where if you want to use them, they will not let you use the full software unless you have the dongle plugged in to say that yes, you've bought the software and it's fully registered and everything is up to standard, and it would let you use it. Without that, you won't be able to use it. So I think this is all for P6, and I'll see you in the next one.